Lawmakers on both sides of the aisle are gearing up for a heated hearing this morning when Attorney General Bill Barr goes before Congress for the first time in more than a year. Today's testimony, his first appearance ever before the House Judiciary Committee. It's set to begin less than an hour from now. Republican Congressman Doug Collins of Georgia will be there, and he joins us now live. Congressman, great to see you as always. At the top of the show, we played this remarkable video taken from Keith Raley, our photographer, his correspondent William Lajeunesse, from both inside the federal courthouse in Portland and outside. I want to play this soundbite from the chair of the Judiciary Committee, Gerald Nadler, and then get your response on the other side.
It is true. There's violence across the whole country. Do you disavow the violence from Antifa? That's happening in Portland right now? There's riots.
That's a myth that's being spread only in Washington, D.C.
About Antifa in Portland?
Yes.
So Antifa's a myth, he says, and you look at this video, and we have correspondents on the ground who would beg to differ with that. And today, Congressman Collins, it appears that Attorney General Barr is about to lay in to that myth.
Oh, I hope you get ready to lay in, because it's sad right now. When I have a chairman of the Judiciary Committee who is calling a myth the very thing that he can see on TV, he can infer from reports, it really questions my ability for Chairman Nadler to continue to chair the Judiciary Committee if he's so willing to turn a blind eye because of his personal animus toward the President of the United States, which is being sort of oddly transferred to Bill Barr. And I think what we've got to understand here is this has become an obsession with Chairman Nadler and Speaker Pelosi and others for the last 19 months, that we've seen attack after attack after attack, when they ignore the obvious of the thugs and the Antifa and the groups that are going after our federal facilities in Portland. We've seen it in Seattle. We've unfortunately seen it in Atlanta with the ICE facility this weekend. This has got to stop. Lawlessness has to stop. And if it doesn't start there, I think Bill Barr is going to lay that out very clearly today. The Democrats are going to have to figure out why they support this anarchist activity over law and order for these cities.
Meantime, in this hearing today, Congressman, what's the Democrats' focus, do you think? Are they going to go after Bill Barr for dropping the charges against Michael Flynn, the commutation of Roger Stone, for sending federal troops into cities like Portland, not federal troops, federal agents into cities like Portland? What's the scope, do you think, for this hearing today for Democrats?
I think the unfortunate part is yes. Everything. They have tried so many times just to throw everything on the wall to get at Bill Barr, to get at the president. And we're going to see more of it today. And really, it's a pathetic sight when they will not acknowledge the very things. They don't acknowledge that they tried in the Mueller investigation and failed. They tried in show hearings last year, bringing in John Dean and everybody else. In fact, the last time we tried to get Bill Barr here, he said he wasn't coming because they pulled the stunt of staff trying to question him, and they brought chicken to the hearing. I think they're going to try anything they can today to score political points, because unfortunately, it seems like Jerry Nadler is more concerned about being a political arm in the Judiciary Committee for the DNC than he is actually being a chairman of the committee.
Well, we know the Attorney General is going to come out swinging. He said this, quoting here, "Ever since I made it clear that I was going to do everything I could to get to the bottom of the grave abuses involved in the bogus Russiagate scandal, many of the Democrats on this committee have attempted to discredit me by conjuring up a narrative that I am simply the president's factotum who disposes of criminal cases according to his instructions. Judging from the letter inviting me to this hearing, that appears to be your agenda today." It's not like he's going to, sit there like a wildflower. He's going to fight back.
No, and good for him. He needs to. He has been attacked. He has been brutally mischaracterized. He has been lied about. It is time for him to come to this committee hearing and lay it back to what they're going to try and dish out. And I've got no doubt in my mind Bill Barr is well above and beyond anything the Democrats are going to throw at him today. And it's time to set the record straight. It's time that the House Judiciary Committee Democrats actually come face to face with the reality. They're going to pout. They're going to sulk. They're going to walk away saying that they tried to win. But at the end of the day, Bill Barr is going to give the truth, and they're not going to like it.
Well, the Republicans are outnumbered. What's your goal today, sir, going into this hearing? What do you want to achieve? What's the message you want coming out of this at the end of the day?
Well, a couple of things. One, I want to make sure that we're continuing on what many of us have started, and that is finding the real solutions behind the Russia fiasco and hoax, behind the corruption of Comey and McCabe and Strzok and McCabe and the Crossfire Hurricane investigations, making sure that Durham is still coming forward. We want to make sure that those investigations are taking place, and that Bill Barr is continuing to make sure that the FBI and the DOJ are not political arms as they were under the Obama-Biden administration. And I think those are the kind of things we're going to focus on. And also making sure that he is responding to Portland and other places so that we can protect our cities and protect lawlessness. When mayors and governors fail to protect their citizens, we need to know that President Trump and Bill Barr will.
Georgia Congressman Doug Collins, thank you, sir. Good of you.
Trace, good to see you.